Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It is me, Jose Carlos, and today I am bringing you a few of my summer blooming Cattleya orchids and a few Encyclias as well. So I'm very excited. I have 7 plants here. 2 of them are actually siblings. It's gonna be that Encyclia back there and then that one right there. And then there's also a really nice dark burgundy, I should really say more, it's a royal purple Encyclia. And then we have 2 Cattleya hybrids and then 2 species, and I can't wait to show you guys these plants. I am so excited. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. So the first orchid that we're all going to be taking a look at, including the neighborhood dogs, is going to be this beautiful Brassocattleya Estrella de la Conquija. And it's actually a hybrid of Brassavola perennii by Cattleya Chocolate Drop. And we can see the influence of Brassavola perennii in almost the way how the leaves are very elongated and very skinny, which are very similar to the perennii. But you can tell that it's fighting with the Cattleya Chocolate Drop, you know, to have those very beautiful chunky bifoliate leaves. Now in the flower itself, you will notice that it does have a beautiful waxy texture, and this one here is a golden yellow with a beautiful red lip, and it does have some markings on the lip as well. There you go. Here's another look at the lip, and you can really see how waxy the petals are. If you take a look at the sepals there, you can really see the texture. It's quite gnarly. So there is that, and it does have 4 flowers. Now this particular plant here has bloomed already once before in a 3-inch pot. I still haven't cut that dry stem. I should really do that after this video. But anyhow, this is the second bloom right here, and it's simply gorgeous. I really like that color, and you can also tell it in the flower structure, the way that they're kind of arranged. They're almost kind of coming at you, similar to how Brassavola perennii flowers would. And I really like that because it makes a really wonderful presentation. When mature, this plant will be very floriferous, probably just like its parent Brassavola perennii. And also, it will have a large spectrum of color. This one here that I'm showing you guys is a stunning crisp golden yellow. However, many of its siblings have been coming out between a beautiful lime lemonade green all the way to a very deep mahogany red. Now, all of the siblings have been coming out with beautiful waxy flowers that are star-shaped, just like this one. So once again, this is Brassocattleya Estrella de la Conquija. Now up next is my Cattleya Preparado in bloom, and I actually obtained this orchid from Orchidario Paulista. They're a nursery from Brazil, and I obtained it at one of the orchid shows. I want to say that it was Tamiami 2018, so it has been, let's see, it was February, so it's been about a year and a few months since I obtained it, so it's already in bloom. I am quite pleased with the outcome of this flower. It has a gorgeous color, and if I zoom in on the flowers, you will be able to notice that it does have a crystalline texture. So if you were to take this out, you know, into your living room, or you know, somewhere where it's well lit and the light shines on it, it will have a stunning crystalline texture to show off. Now this is a true beauty, and this plant here is labeled as Cattleya Preparado Acco. Now I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm sure that I have to probably say the Acco word differently, but that's what it's labeled as, and it has a stunning violet lip. Now what I really admire about this lip is that it has these deep striations going all the way through and down the throat and right where to the column and anther cap is. So there you can kind of see, I just focused, sorry if it was out of focus there, but you can see how beautiful those striations are on the lip. Now going on the outside of the lip, it does have some veining going out towards these beautiful ruffles, and you'll notice that all around the lip it is outlined with just white. Now it kind of, you know, right there it's just mostly white, but if you look towards the side to where it's very dark, you'll notice it has this kind of very nice crystalline halo going all around it. So I'm definitely very happy with this. It is one of my favorite summer blooming species, and yeah, I am so excited to see how far it has come in that year since I got it from Orchidario Paulista in Tamiami. So up to our next plant. And here is a beautiful Cattleya Preparado once again. Now this variety is also from Orchidario Paulista, and likewise it has a stunning striated lip, as you can see there, with a beautiful deep colored lip. Now this particular plant is labeled as Cattleya Preparado Roxo Violeta by Self, and once again I'm probably butchering that name. And it does have these very nice kind of purple stripes going through the petals that I really like, and it also has some very light veining, as you can see right there. Wow, that crystalline texture really pops. So this is another plant that I really enjoy, and especially for those striation marks that it has on the petals there. Let me see if I can get this one here. Oh my god, look at those veins. I really love that. Gosh, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on this one. Our next Cattleya that we're going to be taking a look at is one of my favorite bloomers. This is the second bloom in 6 months, and even the neighborhood dogs are excited that it's blooming in such a short time. Now this hybrid here is called Cattleya Jerry Spencer, and it's a hybrid that was registered by Fred Clark. You can see the pigmentation here on the flower just manifesting itself. I simply love that. And are you ready for it? Are you ready for what all the dogs and myself have been hollering for? There it is. Look at that big, beautiful spotted Cattleya. Now, not only is it big and spotted, but it is also very fragrant too. Now, you will notice that the spots are more of a pink color. They are a deep magenta, and it does have a little bit of veining, very slight veining right there on the corners and edges of the petals, but it has those magenta spots that really create kind of this leopard look on this orchid. Now I have given this particular plant the cultivar name Sangria Wine, and I gave it that name because it just reminds me of sangria. It really does. Now this time around it bloomed with 3 flowers, very large flowers. The last time it bloomed, I believe it had 2. I could be wrong, I would have to double check. But ultimately the flowers are gigantic and the plant is very vigorous. You can notice that when it started to grow right there as a tiny seedling, it really has taken off into what it is today. Now these flowers here are just starting to open. This is probably the freshest flower right here. When they typically open at first, they're more of a green color, and the petals are more of a green color as well. And you will notice that as time goes on, they do get even darker and darker pink, as you can see there. The next orchid is going to be a hybrid between Cattleya Purple Glory by Encyclia Standard Setter, and it has this deep purple color with an even deeper lip. Now I do want to say that the texture on this orchid is matte as well. I haven't been able to notice a fragrance from this particular Encyclia, but I'm sure it's just probably because it's nighttime and it's a bit cold. But I will definitely check again in the daytime, and I'll probably write it down in the comment section to see if it is fragrant or not. So you can clearly see that the anther cap within that lip is still white, which is a nice contrast amongst that dark yellow. And even centrally there, you'll notice that it has a stunning white little dimple there that kind of stretches out to the petals and also the sepal. And that lip really does look like a little dress. It's quite adorable. It's a very floriferous orchid. You can see there it still has a few more buds to open. So the next 2 orchids that I'm going to be showing you are going to be siblings. Now they are siblings of the cross Encyclia Orchid Jungle by Encyclia Deoda. Now both of the parents are quite fragrant, and the progeny is also very fragrant, which is a very good trait that both of these plants have. Now you will notice that the lip is a sweet lavender color and has these stunning fuchsia veins that just run across all of the lip and even the side lobes of the orchid. Now the petals and sepals are a mahogany color with a matte texture, which is quite nice, and it's also shimmery in the sunlight too. So this one here is the first one. It doesn't have quite the dark color of its sibling. You will notice that the plant's petals and sepals are slightly reflexed, but that's a trait that I can get over. Now, if you take a look closely at the lip, it is an overall fuchsia color, and it has deep purple veining all across the lip and also the side lobes. The overall appearance on the petals and sepals is much richer than the previous seedling, and I personally like the chocolate colored petals and sepals. That's something that just has me in a daze, honestly. So this is one of my favorite ones, but what do you guys think? Do you guys like the first seedling or the second seedling? Feel free to sound off in the comment section down below. I would love to know what you guys think. And that's going to conclude my video for today, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If you're a new viewer and you like my content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And you guys are also more than welcome to hit that like button, comment down below, and also share my video. Now, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, my username is on the screen. And I can't wait to catch you guys on my next video. I have some great things cooking up, and I can't wait to share them with you all. So I will catch you on the next one. But until then, peace.